Hi, I'm Lisa from the library. Welcome to this short tutorial on searching skills. There are many advantages of having a well-defined search strategy. The first one is efficiency, to save you time and effort from aimlessly searching. The second is improved relevancy, enabling you to focus on more relevant sources and find information directly related to your topic. We live in an age of information, and it's easy to become overwhelmed by the sheer volume of information available. A good search strategy helps you narrow down your search and reduce information overload. A good search strategy can also be a form of quality control, helping you identify reputable sources and filter out unreliable information, which is crucial for the credibility of your research, as well as helping you keep a track of your sources and to stay organised. Hopefully, this session then will provide you with a range of strategies that you can apply when looking for information. We all search for information every day, and you already evaluate and decide which database is best for what type of information. You wouldn't go to Netflix to find a new pair of jeans, just as you wouldn't go to Amazon to find out what room your next lecture is in. You already use search terms, for example, men's shirt striped, and filters to leave only certain collar types. So believe me, this is going to be simple. Searching involves 4 distinct stages: the identification of the main concepts, the selection of appropriate places to search, filtering, expanding or narrowing down your results, and the evaluation of your results before potentially starting again. The first step is looking at your vocabulary, your search terms themselves. You need to mind map your question, identify all the aspects you need to find information on. Vet students will know this as PICO. Pull out those keywords and the ideas behind them. But does everybody use the same words? For example, what are these? Some people call them baps, some buns, some rolls, baps, some balm cakes, and some in West Yorkshire even call them tea cakes. I didn't believe it either. They're muffins in Manchester and batches in Warwickshire. My point is that not every researcher, academic or author will use the same terms as you are thinking of. So finding alternative words, synonyms, is essential to a good search. So identifying your keywords and alternatives is the first step. Some search programs will do this for you. It's called controlled vocabulary. It's used on some databases like CAB Abstracts and Business Source Complete. This means that if you put in horse, it will automatically also look for equine. On some databases, you can just start typing your keywords into the search box, and further appropriate terms will automatically be suggested for you to select. On others, you may need to select Advanced Search and look for a link to the thesaurus to achieve this. Of course, you can always come up with your own synonyms, or use an AI site and ask it to suggest some for you. For example, what are academic synonyms for soya milk? It used to be that you had to be mindful with American and UK spellings, but most systems now will put things like colour with a U and without. However, you do need to make sure you spell your keywords correctly. This is an example of a search to answer a single assignment with 4 aspects to it. You can see how the keywords were extracted and then synonyms considered. Because you never know which terms will yield what results, it's a case of trying several search strings in several places. The next step is where to search. The university provides you access to a range of databases via the library website page, but in the first instance, I would suggest searching Holly, the Harper Adams online library. The collections here have been designed and curated by the very tutors who are setting you the assignment, so it stands to reason that it would house the information you need. However, it's not the only place to search. After a search on Holly, making sure you log in first, I would perhaps look to Google Scholar. If you're looking for science papers, then Web of Science would be a good place to start. If you're looking for market reports, then try Mintel or Statista. For case law, try LexisUni. We provide access for you to a range of databases accessed from our web pages. Take a look and see what might work for you, or book a database session with a member of the team. Searching on the internet and using Google is made so much easier by installing a free download from Third Iron called LibKey Nomad. Just search for it and click Get. You can add it to whichever browser you use, or multiple browsers, Chrome or Edge, etc. At some point in the installation process, it will ask you to select your institution. Once you've linked it to Harper Adams University, it will link any resources you find through general searching back to the library and provide you with the free access your university fee pays towards. You might find that when you're searching, you need to tweak your search strings to get better results. You might be finding there's too much information. A search like this will return any article with any of those 4 words in it, potentially too many for you. Some searches will automatically assume you mean to add the Boolean operator AND in between the search, but not all. So one way to help is to add it in yourself. Boolean operators need to always be in capital letters. This time, the returns will be only the articles that have all 4 words in. All 4 words in one article. It's still not right though. I don't want information on any type of behaviour. I'm looking for information behaviour. So I'm going to use phrase searching. So this is better. Using quotation marks around 2 or more words looks for that exact phrase, the words as they appear in that order. However, if your search is not providing you with enough results, then you could broaden it using the Boolean operator OR. This is most commonly used with synonyms. So here, for every set of synonyms, I have enclosed them in round brackets and used OR in between each one. Essentially, the system will be producing 6 separate searches. Within most search engines, there's an option to conduct an advanced search, which will form the search strings with the Boolean operators you select from the drop-downs. Some researchers find this easier, so have a go. Filtering your results even further will help you get the information that you require. The filters in Holly can be found on the right-hand side. You can go through these to fine-tune your results, particularly if there are too many. However, if there are not enough, you can toggle the Include Items Not Provided by the Library button, which will widen your search, and then you'll be able to request that we source the information for you. You can do this as an undergrad up to 10 times a year. You might want to filter and only look at peer-reviewed articles, or scroll down and narrow the publication date so you're only getting sources published in the last, say, 5 years. You could filter by subject. Oh, and language is always a good one to check, unless you're multilingual, of course. Each database will have something similar, so explore those filters and use them to your advantage. Another way of refining your results is using truncation. You can use the asterisk, the little star, as a wildcard to take the place of any letter or letters. Be mindful, though, most searches require the root word to be 4 or more letters long. This can widen your search and return more results in the same way as using OR. It just gives you more options. Proximity searching lets you determine how close one search term must be to another in order for the results to be useful for you. Sometimes search terms need to be in each other's vicinity to capture the idea you are looking for. How close together terms need to be depends on the concepts and the context. Proximity operators let you judge exactly how close together your terms need to be. Exactly what you type as a proximity operator is dependent on where you're searching. What they all have in common, though, is that they let you introduce a number to indicate the maximum distance the search terms can be separated from one another. For example, when searching in EBSCOhost, available on our database page, this searches through 5 different databases, by the way, you need to use N, standing for near, followed by the number of words that one search term can be in any order from the other. Here on the left-hand side of the screen, you can see I'm asking it to look for the word biodegradable where it appears within 5 words of packaging in any order. On the right-hand side, I use W1, where W means within, which asks it to search for the words in that particular order where they appear no more than 1 word away from each other. Once you've settled on the perfect search string, or strings as the case may be, you can save them. The search will automatically run for you in your absence, and every time a new piece of information is published that meets your search criteria, you will get a notification email to tell you so. So before I close, I'd just like to mention citation paths. Again, they look at different on each of the various platforms, but this is what they look like in Holly. Little red arrows going out or in. Almost all articles will have a link to either resources cited in this or resources citing this paper since. Following these can link you to many more related forms of information, which may or may not be useful to you. And that's it for now. There are many ways you can seek further help and support, all of them accessible from the library webpage, so don't be afraid to ask or pop in and see us. Thanks very much for watching. See you soon.